Susie, and this is...
I'm Linda.
Gotta take a breath.
Okay.
Hey, welcome. I'm glad that you were joining us with us today. Linda and I have had a wonderful day, and we just thought that we would share some of our day with you. We went to the Southern Comforts Fiber Market in Charlotte, North Carolina.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah, that's a mouthful. And we had a wonderful time. We had another friend that went with us.
Yes, Rita.
Yes, and we just want to share with you some of the things that we bought there, maybe introduce you to some stores or some companies that you might not be aware of. Do you want me to go first?
Yes, but I have to say, I'm not a big shopper, but shopping at any yarn, anything is just so fun. And
Yes,
it was just a lot of fun. First of all, I want to just say the thing I loved about this is I get sensory overload. Like, I know people love to go to these giant fairs where there's like a million vendors there and all this stuff going on, and I literally glaze over. I get so excited when I first get in there, like I want to cry, and then I just want to shut down.
Yeah.
You know, so this was really nice because how many vendors do you think were in there? Like 60?
I don't even know if there was that many.
Yeah, but there were enough. There was enough to make it worthwhile. Weren't we supposed to pay to get in? Nobody charges anything to get in. It was a $5.
I paid for you.
Oh, you did? Oh, thank you.
I paid for you.
Okay.
You were busy filming with your camera.
Okay, I missed it. But yes, thank you, dear.
You're welcome.
But yeah, so it was a $5 to get in, which was really worth it. But it was really nice. It was enough to make it worthwhile to travel there and do it. But it wasn't so much where I was like, oh my gosh, there's so many. And there was a lot of good representation, I think.
There was.
So we really had fun.
And everybody
we spent a lot of money, didn't we?
Too much. I had to get out of
there. But we don't, here's the thing. We don't get to go to these very often. Traditionally, there's the big one, of course, in New York, Rhinebeck, which we don't go to. And then
but we would love to.
Yeah, we'd love to, but it's just too far and all that. And then, we've got some like big regional yarn and shows. But I think what they're trying to do is do them more often and more local to just to allow more people to access.
Yeah, and the fiber community, as well as is really growing. It's really, and that's exciting.
This is the thing. I was talking to a gal there, and I said, if you live long enough, you'll be cool.
That's right.
And suddenly, knitting is just the coolest thing ever. And it's
and crocheting.
Well, of course,
and
yes.
all crafting.
Yeah, quilting. It's like all these old-timey crafts are really making a comeback, but even with the young girls.
Yeah, they really are.
So I'm thrilled because we love to knit. We're a little obsessed with it. But yeah, so what'd you buy?
You may go first.
Show and tell. It's time for show and tell.
All right. So
I'm not even going to knit. We'll talk about this later. I just want to look at what you're looking at.
So the first booth that we went to, I loved everything that it was. I mean, I was a little on sensory overload in that first booth because I loved.
You were excited.
Oh, I was because, first of all, I love to knit socks. And
is that not the coolest card, by the way?
Yeah.
I just want to show this card.
Yes, we got everybody's card so we can tell you where they came from.
I mean, it's yarn. I don't know if they can see that clearly, but I hope it is.
So this booth, let me tell you where they're at. They're actually in Charlotte, North Carolina. And the name of the store, or the yarn shop, is the Fiber Studio at Yarns to Die For.
Which I actually follow them on Instagram. I didn't know they were so local to me. No, I had no idea.
Well, so. They must be a really amazing. I really would love to visit the yarn store.
Wouldn't that be fun?
But
like a field trip.
They dye everything, and what she told me was that they have a dyeing studio at the back of the yarn shop, and that's where they dye everything.
So they actually
they do. And so they have an online store. And we'll put everything down so that they can see in our description and comments everything. But anyway,
of course you can order online and they'll
exactly.
send it to you too.
So this actually was a kit that I ordered. That I bought, but it's called the Shift, and this actually is for a pattern. I'm sure you can find that called the Shift.
Isn't that like one of your favorites?
It is
Andrea Mowry.
Yes, and so it's her pattern, but they put this kit together for it, and I loved the color, so I got this. And then I love to knit socks, and I love to have the little minis to put in for cuffs, heels, or toes, and so I got these little sets of minis. You can see these.
Oh, they're so pretty. And so, like, for instance, you're knitting this sock here.
Yeah. So
you need a toe.
And actually, you see the yellow in this. I'm going to be adding the yellow in for heel and toe for this sock. Yeah.
Love it.
So I loved everything that I was able to get there. And then there is a pattern called Tiny Tassels, and I already have
so cute.
I know. And so I already had the pattern called Tiny Tassel Shawlette.
Oh, you already have it?
Already had the pattern, but and already have yarn, and so I thought it would be really neat to get these little minis for the tassels.
Just enough to make a bunch of little tassels.
Yeah,
that is so cool.
And that's like a one skein project,
right?
So you can do tonals or you can do variegated, but these little this is what you make the little tassels with.
Oh, and
of course
look at how little these are. Look.
And this is from the same booth from the yarn shop in Charlotte. And then, whoops. And
we officially became bag ladies today.
We did. They had this little bag there, and I just thought it was the cutest bag for carrying, a sock project in. And it can hang on your arm, and you can knit while you're walking or sitting or visiting.
Aww.
And so I just loved this little bag, so I got that from there too. And you want to share something?
No, you go ahead.
Let me keep going.
I didn't buy quite as much as you did.
Okay. So this was a purchase that I made, and
that's adorable.
Isn't this adorable? This is
that actually wool?
Yes, it's actually.
What a dumb question. I know, but actually, it's like, oh wow,
it's from the sheep.
Yeah, I know, but
and it has a leather handle, and it has a drawstring for the bag, and then of course you have your bag to put your project in, and then it also closes up. So it was a precious bag. I just loved it. And you can never have too many bags.
No. Mm-mm.
But here is what I just had a fit over. And I had to get it. Look at this.
Stop it.
This is a felted face of a sheep. Isn't that precious? So you could, pin it, or you could put it onto a shawl. It is just absolutely precious. And the company that did this is called Button Jar Studio.
Oh my goodness.
Button Jar Studio. And she had other things like that. There was just beautiful things in there. She had bags that had the fleece on the outside, bigger bags. They were just absolutely beautiful. And so if you go to her website, you will see beautiful things there. But this was a fun purchase.
That is cute.
And
I didn't really
see those. Another thing that I got, of course, I love doing Christmas knitting. And this is a Christmas bag, project bag. And it's by, they have a podcast. Is that Beatty Sisters Podcast? BEDE?
Mm-hmm.
And owner of Beatty Sisters Project Bags and Blueberry Chick Yarn. Okay.
Oh, those mugs on here.
I know.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember those mugs.
Isn't that a pretty Christmas bag?
Chocolate. It's darling.
Yeah. And
very vintage.
And I've got a lot of Christmas knitting going on, so I'm going to enjoy this.
We're going to have to talk about our Advent one day.
Yep.
our advents.
And so the other thing that I got, this came from, let's see.
Oh, is that Cheryl's stuff?
This is Cheryl.
Oh,
Cheryl
so
Johnson
fun.
Stevens, and the name of her company is
fun.
Crescent Moon Fiber Arts. We felt like we made a new friend. She was wonderful talking to her in her booth. But she lives in North Mountains of North Carolina.
She's west of Asheville, but yeah. So
and she raises her own sheep, and she had the fleece there, the beautiful yarn or fiber to spin. And I had been wanting to do that.
This is something I did not really know about you.
Really?
I know. I didn't know. I didn't know that you had this desire to spin.
Well, for years I didn't. I thought, oh no, just have it in the store, let me buy it. But the more that I learn about it, and the more that I see it done, it's like, oh wow, I think I really would love to do that.
It looks therapeutic.
It does, and she said it was.
Turning.
And so I talked with her about, spinning wheels versus the little electric spinner, or I don't know if you call them spinners, but anyway, she talked to me about it, and I asked her what would she recommend. So she gave me a wonderful recommendation, and I said, look, let me go ahead and buy some of your fiber, so that, because I'm planning to ask for this for Christmas. I hope I get it. But so she told me the best thing to start with, and so here is the fibers that I bought from Cheryl.
They're beautiful.
So they're beautiful. And
they actually could go together.
Yeah, they really could.
Here's what's incredible. So she said that out of this, 4 ounces of
fiber.
Yes.
That we would get over 400 yards of maybe fingering wet yarn.
That's crazy.
So I'm really looking forward to learning this.
Which makes me understand more how you can not even have that many sheep and still have enough wool to knit.
And her fiber was absolutely beautiful.
That was fun.
It was beautiful. And this, I'm thinking that this probably, she's even got the name of the sheep here. This is Shetland Roving, and the name of the sheep it came from is Pepper.
Aww.
And this is this probably is a picture of her farm and maybe some of her sheep.
It is.
But anyway, she was wonderful, and she has a website, and we'll have that listed for you.
And she did say that she does occasional knit-alongs or knitting events.
She does.
So she's just, if you're looking for like a person that you feel like you could just become their friend and go knit with them, she's that person.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to do it.
Yeah.
She said she'd keep us posted, so I'm counting on the fact that she really will.
And then there was this neat little shop.
That German lady?
Yes.
I love her accent.
Okay, so she's called
her all day.
She's called Knitting Owls. OWLS, my southern accent. Owls. Yeah. And she does very small knitting.
Tiny.
Tiny. It was so amazing, the things that she had in her booth. But this is a pin topper. Look at that. Little bunnies.
There's even a tail.
Yes, there is. Look at that little tail. And so I picked up some of these. I'll just show them to you because they are so precious. Look at there.
Oh, they're so cute.
And she knits this with finger and weight yarn, and she said usually anywhere from a size 0 to maybe a 2 is what she uses. And then she had a kit that she had pattern. Aren't they precious?
Did she say she uses size 1 needles? It looks even smaller.
Well,
to me,
she said
1.5.
She said that the pattern says anywhere from 0 to 2, and she said it depends on your gauge and
that
how
looks
big.
Like just such intricate, tiny.
But they're precious little pin toppers, pencil toppers. And then she had this.
Sometimes there's things that you look at it and you say, "Well, I could make that," and then you're like, "Not really."
You should make it.
I don't know. This
was a little kit that you make 2 little bunnies with. She's got the pattern in there, and these are the little bunnies that you make. And so I got the little kit because I have granddaughters, and I know that they will love.
These are so.
They are precious.
I want one of these.
They are precious.
No, I mean, I'm gonna. I think she said she's gonna be at SAF.
Oh, did she?
Yes. So I am going to go back and probably get one of these for myself.
So the last thing that I have to show, and then you can start showing, is this bag right here. Now, this lady that makes these bags, her name is Kathy, and I cannot even begin to pronounce her last name.
Schreiman.
Okay, say it louder.
I think it's Schreiman.
Schreiman.
Yeah,
the name of her company is Yours by Design.
Or Schreiman.
And she, it doesn't say where she's at.
But this is not your first bag from her.
Oh no, this is my third bag, and I brought.
Your third?
This is my third.
Oh.
I have 2 other ones, and then I got this one there today.
Okay.
Which matched my outfit.
So I've been looking at the bag she brought here, like since she's been here, and I love the bag. And once we got in there, I saw a bag that looked like, this structure, and I said, I think the lady who made your bag is here. And she's like, she is. So we were very excited.
Yeah.
And she's selling out fast.
Oh, her bag
stuff
sell.
is going.
I mean, and she has an online store.
She's got great taste. Look at
what
this.
is so wonderful about this bag
I
is
love it.
look at the inside of this bag.
And then there's a pocket, and she even puts a little something on. Oh, see, your pocket's right
Yeah,
here.
here's my pocket on the inside. You can see that. And the bottoms are always.
They're like doctor's bags.
Yeah, they're like they open up like a doctor bag, really,
Okay.
and they hold a lot. And so, yeah, this is my third one.
So of course we all had to get a bag. We had
show
to.
your bag.
Show my bag. Well, here's my bag. So my bag is there's my bag. So she has all the different. There's a little pink on one side.
And show the inside of yours.
Oh yes. So I found it kind of a low country. And my inside has a kind of garden fencing in there, and then I have my pretty inside. She does a good job. She picks such pretty things. So that was fun. So yes, I love it. I love it. So that's
what other goodies can you share?
I also we got these.
Oh, that's right.
The
I
crazy
forgot
sock
about that.
lady. I can't say if it's exactly what she has, but she's the one who made me want this, whether it's the same thing that she has. But she marks on hers, like there's for kids, the women's size of the socks, and I don't know what's going on in the back here. I haven't had time to examine.
Well, I think that's just a ruler that you slide into the
Right.
toe.
But I don't know what. To see how long it is. But she marks, like when she makes her family socks, like her husband, she marks. So she doesn't have to even remember the number. Like she'll just make her own little notes. And then you can just.
Oh, wrong way.
Goes the other way. So anyway, it's one of those things. These kids love those things. And the other thing I got. Now, one of those places was close to you. Something you bought was right from your.
Well, that was from a previous time.
Oh,
but
this is from
where
Huntsville. We just found out.
Yeah, I live in Huntsville, Alabama.
I'm drawn to all things sparkly and glittery. So I bought some of this stuff, and I've never used it, to be real honest, but I'm excited about it. I'm really good at knitting my hair into garments. Do you guys ever knit your hair?
Oh, yeah.
And it's so crazy because before I let my hair go gray, I had darker hair, and I didn't notice it as much. And now that I've got this more lighter colored hair, well, it depends what you're knitting. It seems to show up all the time. So I'm like, okay, now I'm going to have intentional glittery hair.
That is really pretty.
But I really, I have the glitter yarn. Is that what you call it, glitter yarn? The sparkle yarn. But this is more like you just put it in whenever you want. I don't know. So I didn't know whether to buy one with cool undertones, which is blue, and one with kind of gold. So I bought them both. So I am getting ready to knit my 12 Days of Christmas by is it Fabric Seed?
Fiber Seed.
It didn't sound right. Fiber Seed. So I'm excited.
Yeah,
and
I'm going to open this up a little bit more and just show it.
Isn't it fun? And see, beautiful. I just think life needs more twinkles and sparkles, and so
yeah, it's beautiful.
So this one's got like a warm, and that's got cool, like a
cool
blue.
And warm.
So I don't know what the yarn's going to look like in my 12 Days of Christmas. So I'm ready either way.
That's
so I was
beautiful.
excited. And they are out of Huntsville, Alabama. It is the fold-out cat.
I'm gonna have to
Fiber
check
Arts.
that out.
I know,
I've
it's
never
right in
heard
your
of them. Yeah,
backyard.
that's in my backyard.
So that's kind of wild. Then I bought a shawl pin.
Oh, that's pretty. I'm
So
not
I know. So she showed me how to work that. So you just basically corkscrew it in, and it, you know, to both layers,
right.
and it's just going to stay put.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So she had all different ones, and she gave me a little free
Project.
yeah, marker.
Marker.
And then out of total whatever pressure, peer pressure.
That was peer pressure.
I don't know. Well, I mean, it's $6.50.
Yeah.
If I never do anything with it, but
A lot of people use fiber like this for felting, and
right
that's
for
really,
felting, or
Yeah.
I can make some little minis for socks one day. I don't know.
And this came from Cheryl.
That's from Cheryl.
Crescent
So when I
Moon's
come
fiber.
visit you, when you have your,
I'm going to teach you how to
yes,
spin
yes, we're
yarn,
gonna just
or
sit
spin
and-
fiber.
Yeah, we're gonna spin, because I don't see myself felting anytime soon. So, and I think that was it. But that's all I needed. I was really excited about the sparkles.
I can't wait to see what that looks like.
Yeah,
in
I
the
don't know. And
projects.
I mean, yeah, we're gonna find out, won't we? So that's what we bought, and it was a lot of fun. And I think they're doing these in different regions all over
Yeah.
at least the southeast. So
Yeah, I plan to go to one in Birmingham in November.
oh really?
Yeah, and we
Okay.
usually go to one in
Well,
Asheville.
Saf, yeah, that's a
Yeah.
little bigger, but this is, you know, out of the I think this is like. So didn't they say that a local yarn group actually organized this?
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yes. So
Well,
yeah,
they
so
did
anyway,
a
but if-
wonderful job.
They did. So
Yeah,
if
it
there's
was
one near
great.
you, go.
It was
I mean,
great.
you know, it's fun, and of course we had to go have coffee, and here we
Yeah.
are, telling you all about it.
And thanks for joining us and letting us share our goodies with you.
All right. Well, we will see you soon. Thank you. Bye.
Oh, I love that. We want a picture.